Hello and welcome to Nerdarchy for Nerds by Nerds. I am Nerdarchist Ted, and tonight we're going to play some 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. If you look above Frag's head, I'm certain you'll see the little sign that says Easy Roller Dice. This game, as well as all of our live content, is sponsored by our friends at Easy Roller Dice. Whether it's your first set of dice or your 1 millionth set of dice, Easy Roller Dice for all your dice rolling needs. Down in the description below, you're going to find a link to Easy Roller Dice, as well as a promo code for 25% off your first order. So go ahead and check them out. Tell them that Nerdarchy sent you and get yourself some amazing dice. Without further ado, I will toss this to our illustrious Dungeon Master, Robin.
All right. A brief note before we jump in. This game features PCs struggling with alcoholism and thoughts of self-harm. If you're in a bad place for one of those things, nobody will think less of you for skipping this one and coming back later when you're in a better spot for it. So salutations, nerds. Welcome to the Old Guard. The characters in this game are all older adventurers coming back for one last hurrah. And the tradition is to go through, introduce yourselves, your characters, and where we can find you on the internet. And as is tradition, we will be starting with our illustrious producer, Jake.
I think that is the first time I've ever been described as illustrious. I'll take
Ted
it.
does it every time.
You have been described as illustrious many times,
Wait.
sir.
You're
Okay,
very much decorated, man.
maybe it's the first time I've listened to the word illustrious. I don't know.
That
It
tracks.
sounds different coming from Robin than from Ted.
You've said the word illustrious a lot.
I know. Hey, internets, it's Jake from Mini Terrain Domain, and that is where you can usually find me over on twitch.tv/Mini Terrain Domain, where we run some Pathfinder 2e games on Monday nights. Every other Tuesday, we run a D&D 5e game. Every Thursday, you can catch Ted, along with some of our other friends, for our Welcome to Paradise Academy, which is Season 2 of our Kids on Bikes campaign. As well as a few other things, and I'm going to mention this since this is a monthly game. We do work with charity events, and coming up in April, we have a big charity event with benefiting Pavlov Foundation. Once again, partnering with Todd Stashwick, an actor from 12 Monkeys, and he was in the last season of Star Trek Picard. I can't tell you who's going to be in this game, but let me just say there are some S-tier Star Trek celebrities that are going to be playing in the celebrity game on the channel. And we're going to have 2 seats up for auction. So you want to check out Mini Terrain Domain. I'm on Twitter at MTD_Jake. And I am playing the Asimar Barbarian, Raziel Rune. He doesn't get mad, he just gets disappointed. I will throw it over to... Nope. Carlos.
What is good internet? My name is Carlos Rivera. I run the Volcanic Knight YouTube channel here on YouTube and whatnot on Tuesday nights. You can find me on Nerdarchy as well, playing some of their very, 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 very fun live stream games. This coming Tuesday, we're gonna be kicking off some Dungeons and Delvings. What I can definitely recap from an episode that you guys unfortunately did not get to see was the fact that Klaus had a very hot date with Dr. Aridia. This guy, yes.
Okay, I was just going to say, I'm going to have you recap that in character to the other characters.
Nice.
Okay, all I'm gonna say at this point to the audience, he is head over heels at this point. With that, I'm gonna pass it off to my good friend Asa.
Well, I'm not going to follow that energy up with anything high energy. Hey there, I am Asa. I am with Roll for Mischief. We stream on Twitch on Thursdays. We are your favorite nerds. That's our little cheeky thing. And I play Trust and Marcos. They are the dwarven artificer. That's the name of my class. Who is, our resident handicapped, wheelchair-bound Iron Man boy who the whole reason why we're on this adventure is because their daughter got mixed up in something heavy and got got killed. And we're trying to figure out how. Yeah. So I'll hand this over to Frag.
All right, I'm gonna follow it up with even more energy because that's great.
Man, I'm
Uh,
already
I
falling
am
asleep
Fraginator.
listening to you talk.
I make videos for that. No, just kidding. The only place you can find me is here. And I am playing a character who nobody seems to know the name of, so I'm not even going to bother saying it because I might get it wrong. We'll see how many different variations happen in this game. I am
But-
technically not a ranger, but that's what I call myself. Human and dead.
This is gonna be a
The,
good
the,
game.
the only chance I have of possibly pronouncing it is when you say it, and you're not even going to say the name tonight. Screw you.
I
Nope.
always use Hasaid.
That's close.
Everybody's. I will remind, if you want to go check out these people on the internet where you might find them, their links are going to be down in the description below, so you don't have to try and memorize or write it down. You can just scroll and click, and when the stream is over, go see what these wonderful people are up to. So I am the aforementioned alcoholic. My character has been on a 5-year bender, and other than this campaign, he's been struggling to get out of it. We have used some of our own homebrew rules with dealing with exhaustion, of how we're dealing with recuperating from said alcoholism. I am playing Gelthor. He is a tiefling cleric. And what I remember most about last session is we ended with an actual firefly, the symbol of my house, coming to actually see me, which, since I'm kind of the only one of trying to House Aravel, I haven't seen a firefly in a long time. So this is kind of a cool moment for me of, hey, life is not all crap.
So,
So with that, back to you, Robin.
oh, sorry. Okay. So, I'm gonna start with Klaus today. First, I want you to give me a perception check for on your way home from your date.
Absolutely. I want to do that with disadvantage, in fact.
All right, because you're all distracted because you're Twitter
I'm
faded.
giddy as fuck. That's gonna be a 13 total.
Okay. No, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary on your way back. I'm going to give a little DM intrusion here and say that the rest of you are already together by the time that Klaus returns to you at the Tipsy Flagon, which is an inn that is built onto a boat and is, in fact, still in the water. So nobody knows if she's seaworthy or not. She's just sort of floating there. And you guys basically have your room that you sit in whenever you hang out in this place, and people know not to bother you in there. So, Klaus.
I walk in, strutting as far as maybe a little bit more than an old man can be strutting at my age. And I have the largest grin, shit-eating grin you can see, just loving life, just walking about with such a swagger. And I see my compatriots, and I'm like, gentlemen, how was your evening? Just kind of sitting there, almost like one of the Gossip Girls, waiting until someone asks me about how my evening was. You know what I mean?
But I turned to he said, because we decided we're gonna fuck this name up real hard today. and I'm gonna say, you wanna tell him, or should I? And then I'm gonna
Tell him what?
I'll
I wasn't here last time, remember?
I'll look over at Klaus and I'll say, you got up dog on your face.
Listen, just because we're gonna make it a tradition to fuck it up his name tonight. Hi said, look, you and I both know it's similar to the last time I came smiling. And I look at Hi said.
That's a smile.
Literally, I say like, you knucklehead, you, and I give you a big hug, embracing you and whatnot, if you allow it.
I don't disallow it, but I just kind of like on your back.
You understand
Gentlemen.
he's not.
You know
super
how I hug in
emotional,
real life.
Gentlemen. I feel light on my feet. I'm as happy as an angel.
We need to
As
cut him off.
jolly as a schoolboy.
I raise an eyebrow at the happy as an angel line.
Excuse me.
I was gonna slap
That's-
him with my demonic tail. So
Oof. You defended two people at once. Good job.
Not to offend my compatriots, I noticed my lapse of tongue, and I'm like, I'm sorry, my friends. Quite plain simply, I think I'm in love.
You're what now?
I think I'm in love.
What time is it?
One one
need a drink.
date and you're in love.
Yes.
As you say that, you definitely catch my eye in your direction there, Acid. Like not like a judgment look, but like you have my attention.
I mean, I know it's sudden. I know it's rash, but the
They
doctor
gave you a rash already?
literally, like, I can't even be angry at the puns or pokes and prods made at Klaus. Like, in fact, I chuckle at your comments, like, ha 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 ha.
So, what was so fantastic about this date that you're looking to proclaim love so quickly?
I mean, moderate toleration at best.
Correct me if I'm incorrect.
You probably are.
Gelthor is a dwarf, right?
Gelthor is a
No.
tiefling.
Tiefling.
You are
The
The
incorrect.
dwarf is Asa.
Okay, excuse me.
Yeah.
I have this problem all the time. I just pin Jake's window so I can see everybody's names and races.
Yeah.
I thought I was the only one that did that.
I just stare at YouTube.
I usually
So-
pin the DM.
Yeah, I gotta
Heyo.
pin that as well. What I'm gonna say
We're
is like
Not pinning.
aside of my, you know, you guys may not know this, but our lifespans are not as long as yours. You know, define love. I mean, to us, we may seem like children to you all. Our best days are long behind us. And you know, to find somebody to spark that bit of joy is a very, very rare thing, especially in our age.
You understand that as a tiefling, my lifeline is not any longer than yours.
But a bit more. Just a squish bit more. If I could squeeze a little bit more out of life, good sir, God knows I would.
Klaus, you know I'm human too, right?
I know, I included you, he said, and
It's High Seed. Come on, get his name right.
I seed.
For fork's sake, it's hey, I said.
That's all right.
I'm joshing.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I don't know either.
You gotta tell us about your date and about this love you've got going on. I mean, I remember the last time. It was just last week, right?
Yes. I mean, and
Look, not every waitress who serves you a beer is actually on a date with you.
no.
Not with that attitude.
You remember the Dr. Iridia? Yes, the Dr. Iridia. The
Look,
one
not
that-
every physician who gives you a checkup is on a date with you.
literally.
Sometimes they're sticking fingers up there because you got a problem.
Literally, Klaus gives
Take a point of inspiration.
Thank you.
Klaus is just gonna belly laugh because he can't contain his happiness, and he's gonna just speak about the virtues of her, saying like, yes, you don't understand, like She has a scientific mind. You know, you guys were there at the lighthouse. Remember when we found out? And I nod over to Gelthor about, your goddess. but still,
Mhm.
she's a fine lady. A fine lady.
So
And
are you out ring shopping already then?
I mean, I just came back from today. I
So
haven't
you were
got a
already ring
chance.
shopping?
I mean, maybe in my head, but not necessarily, in person and whatnot. Oh, definitely laughing. I was in chat. um,
Oh, that's how you spell that.
no, Aurelia. Not chlamydia, Aurelia. Put some
But now
respect.
everybody knows.
Put some respect on her name.
I'm
But
gonna leave that alone too.
literally Klaus has lost his mind. He doesn't even know what to do in his old age. In fact, he's gonna sit down and excuse me and call for the I'm sorry, I forget the name of the waitress lady.
Mina, hold on, let me check the last name. I've got it written down. Toss Kettle.
Mina, my dear, a bit of your finest water, if you don't mind.
Just give me a moment. This seems like a thing worth celebrating to y'all, so. And she'll take off behind the bar and then come back with like a pitcher of ice water. And it does. It has little ice cubes in it. Just floating.
Literally.
The finest water?
Gelthor, you don't understand. As long as the best taste on your tongues are about yourselves when I speak, like that's all that matters to me. If I can portray my happiness to everybody, I would. But I need to be honest, Tristan. I feel a bit guilty. I feel just a tad bit guilty.
Okay.
I mean, your family has suffered so much, and we're gonna get the bastards that got them, but I cannot lie.
You like big butts?
Can I give him a point of inspiration?
You're not the only one.
Yes.
I've already got 2. Please don't.
You can go up to 3.
Hell yeah, I got 3.
Doctor. All right, in canon, Dr. Iridia is thick, but
So is Simon. That is what we've just determined by my
Yeah.
comment.
Tristan, I cannot lie. Like, I can't feel partially guilty because you have lost so much. And you are my comrade in arms. Your pain is my pain.
I'm your comrade in arms. If only got the
He
one.
ain't got no arms, Lieutenant Klaus.
Oh God.
He's bumbling. Klaus is bumbling super hard. He is shitting.
Mina opens the door and saves you from yourself in that moment and is like, there's a gentleman waiting out in the lobby for you. I don't think it's urgent, but he looks kind of menacing, so if you could maybe address that at some point. And then she pops back out.
So as she's kind of closing the door, do you want to send him in or do you want us to go to them?
Oh, I could send him in if you guys are okay with that.
I just call him in like,
Hey,
Yeah.
send him in. I'm gonna have my gun kind of like at
The
my
table-
hip,
the
ready under
table-
the table.
and I just mentioned calmly. The table has 6 chairs.
Hand on the
So-
short sword.
A couple moments later, he comes in, and you recognize this man as. Do you remember that session on the beach when one of Red Lucas's lieutenants
I
came and
remember that.
razzed you guys?
I
Wait a
remember
minute.
that piece of crap. Yes, I do.
If I remember anything from these games, it's Red Lucas doesn't exist.
Well, I mean, you
I have
haven't
that
seen
written
him
down
yet
somewhere.
personally. But Isander, his lieutenant, that half elf that razzed you guys at the beach, he slips in and leans against the wall and says, "So, Dr. Aridia, huh?"
I calmly say, I guess they'll let any dogs in the tavern.
Yeah. I bet they'd let the ones that work at the lighthouse in too.
Did you
It's one
need
thing to be
something?
showing up to a place slightly invited. It's another thing to be coming in after eavesdropping. What do you want?
Oh, I wasn't eavesdropping. I saw you together.
Oh, that's even creepier now. You're just going about telling everyone what you've seen.
That would get me in a lot of trouble.
What?
One of these days, you're going to have to learn how to keep the mouth shut.
But it
Well, I was-
still defies the nature of what are you doing here?
True.
Oh, just delivering a message.
All ears.
Oh no, I think I just did.
Oh, 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 oh. Then,
You're not gonna be a problem for Lucas anymore after this, huh?
I walk up to said gentleman, straighten out his collar. You're not going to be a problem for me, are you?
Well, no, because you are no longer going to be a thorn in our side. She has pretty abysmal security, doesn't she?
I do not reply at that whatsoever. I don't say jack motherfucking shit. I just smile as much as I can, like straighten out his collar, like
Can I see how much of this gentleman is bravado by, like, their stance
Give
and
me
everything else,
insight.
and how much it...
Sorry, go on. What else are you looking at?
No, I mean, that was it. Like, I was looking to size this guy up and really see
Yeah.
what's up.
Go ahead and make that roll with advantage because you know what you're looking for.
Sure.
While he's doing that, I have a passive insight of 15. Does that say anything to me?
I will let you know as soon as I know what Ted's rolled.
Yeah, so I have a passive insight of 16, but I rolled
Nice.
pretty crap, so it's a 13.
Okay. So, with your passives, both of you, I have the strong feeling like he's already passed this information along and he wouldn't be here if he hadn't.
with that.
Right, I want to see, like, does he seem to have, like, his stance? Is he like, if we decided we were gonna roll this guy, would he be done? Would he flee? Or is he competent enough that he'd bring the pain down on us?
He is not competent enough to take all 5 of you at once alone. But you don't know that he came here alone, and he's not acting like he did.
You know what? With your passives, I'm gonna also let you guys know. You guys also know Klaus Wishy did not pick Speak with Plants for his 3rd level spell.
What?
It's also very likely
I spoke.
that
I picked Speak with Plants, but I leveled it up. I'm sorry, y'all.
it's also very likely that if he's already passed the information along, like there's a contingency plan if he's coming to us. He's pretty cocky. That's
Can we stab him anyway?
You certainly can if that's what you decide is best.
Anyone making hostile aggressions towards this dude, I'm gonna like, hey, it's okay for right now.
I'm gonna reach a hand out and like put it on Hasid's forearm and say, it's not the right call.
But it'd be fun.
I'll just nod. Like I'll wink my good eye.
You have a good eye?
Yeah, I mean, well, I have an eye that's still there. I might have lost some of the sight in it, but it's not a glass eye. I do have one of those too.
I thought that was your good eye.
Maybe.
So
Enchantments.
I
Yeah.
to the sir. What do you want?
He's done it. He's threatened your girlfriend.
I'm just letting you know. and I'll be on my way. And he will start to slink out of the room. Any one of you can stop him if you want to.
I have an 8 to my strength, but I'm going to do an opposing strength chest on his collar, saying, "Sir,
Roll.
Okay, just opposing strength rolls. That is a 12 to roll.
So he also got a 12. So there's a
it.
moment. No, hold on. Meets beats. There's a moment where you guys are struggling against each other and you've got him by the collar and he stops. Because at this point he knows he's going to have to struggle if he gets out of your grasp, and he doesn't want to look that uncool, so he waits.
If you don't mind me asking, is he an older gentleman or a younger one?
A younger one. Like, younger enough that you kind of wonder what Red Lucas was doing putting him in such a prestigious position in his organization.
That's what I was like, yeah, you can't get yourself out of your grasp, can't you, lad?
Hey, now.
All right.
That's 3 people you got offended.
Let me just do this the way that you would do it. What do you want? And he's smiling like he can't lose.
Literally looking down into my chest. Leave my girl alone, okay?
Leave Red Lucas alone. Okay.
At that, if a 25 hits, a blowgun dart hits him in the neck. And when he looks over at me, I drop a vial into a pocket on the front and say, every 12 hours, you're going to need an antidote. Come see me when you want to deal. For the record, it's not even poisoned, but...
Okay, all right. Make a deception check.
Ah, crap, I don't have that one up. Nope, wrong button. Stupid abilities. Deception. Oh, they're alphabetical. Ooh, I am very bad at that. Nope, wrong
You
button.
also have 3 inspirations, so use them.
Oh, thank you.
You need to use one so you have a slot.
I'm using one of them. Okay. 18 on the die, so 17.
He reaches up and pulls the dart out of his neck and looks at it for a moment, and then he blanches.
And I
We
turn
have
around.
alchemists.
Good luck finding it. Do your tests. Figure out what it is. When you fail, come see me.
And he just goes. He doesn't say another word. There's no more smugness out of this man. He's just booking it.
And as soon as he's out the door, I start laughing hysterically. God, I can't believe that worked.
I cannot lie, disregarding what anyone else in the tavern is doing. I'm gonna follow him. Almost like it's just instinctual. Like it's almost like, oh, you're threatening my shit. Oh, I must follow you, good sir. Type attitude, like I mean, like you just took a shit on my lawn. Now I must.
Are you making any attempt to be stealthy?
If I'm gonna stay in character, at first, nay. That is me being honest. I'm gonna be honest. If that was, Klaus would not be like he would like. If anything, he would go as fast as his old bones would go to follow as fast as possible.
What's your passive insight?
It's garbage. Actually, no, 14. It's my highest passive, actually.
You can tell very easily that he does not notice you. He is way too preoccupied with this whole poison issue.
For once, poisoning works for me instead of against me.
Does he appear to be meeting up with other people? Like,
give me a perception check or investigation, whichever one is better for you.
As a cleric, I imagine perception is better. How does a 21 suit you?
Okay, so you definitely see at least 3 people moving across the rooftops after him, but he's not convening with them yet.
All right, I'm trying to see if I can recollect their appearances. See if think about if I've seen them before. I imagine my brain is too foggy to remember if I have seen them. But I'll come back in and I'll let everybody know what I saw and that Klaus is chasing after Big Red over there, whatever his name was.
Should
Ascend.
we follow?
So
Right. If we follow, I need to send a message. If not, I need to go home. So what's it gonna be?
And my people, man. I'm sorry, like Klaus has very little to live for in his old age. Like he's going for it full send.
sure.
Apologies if that interferes with anyone else's plans.
I'll have
I would
plans.
look to Hasid and to Raziel. Do we move or do we not move?
I'm good either way.
Somebody's got to make sure you all don't get killed. And I start to get up.
All right, we start moving. Chase after Klaus.
As we head out, be like, I'd do a lot for love, but I wouldn't do that.
Oh Lord.
Oh, damn you, Frag.
God damn it, Frank.
Remind me, what's the name of the doctor again?
Iridia
permitted.
with an I.
Iridia. Okay, I was trying to look it up in the notes, but I just couldn't.
It's in the chat, too.
It's in the side chat.
I know. That was what I
I
was trying
took
to
it
look it
from
up.
the word iridescent because the birds were supposed to be kind of iridescent with their feathers.
Oh, clever.
All right, so
My
we
service
begin,
has been a turd.
kind of moving after Klaus, trying to keep him in sight.
All right.
Kind of gesture to to you guys as to where I saw the people on the roofs.
So parts of the city are built in layers. And he weaves immediately as soon as he reaches the building line into not exactly, yeah, it's kind of a tunnel, and there's like a tower over top it, and it's not uncommon for this part of the city for buildings to be constructed like that, with like little holes in them and like like the kind of tunnels that you would find under bridges and things, except that they're beneath the upper floors of buildings. Because it's all winged tieflings in this city. They do their business in the upper floors, and this is more like the ground level where all of the peasants live. And he's just slipping down that alley. And Klaus, you're muted.
I'm sorry.
Or were you just talking under your breath?
A little bit of both. So literally, like, full speed ahead. No disregard to any sort of safety. Again, almost like if someone just left garbage on your lawn. Like, it's like, hey, you see, just following her as best as he can. Like,
What's your AC?
my AC
Mhm.
13.
Oh God. Okay. So I just rolled in that 20. You absolutely get pinged with an arrow. Let me roll damage.
Absolutely, no worries. Like, if anything, I say the nat 20 makes complete sense because I am not aware of the world. I'm just like, that's following as hard as I can.
That's gonna be 9 damage total.
That is perfectly fine. Alrighty.
And you all see this happen.
And then we
I'll try
respond.
to rush and close the distance as best as I'm able.
Of course. The little whippersnapper needs help to take down an old man. Respectable, right? So do I see what are my available targets?
Okay. What is your passive perception? And go ahead and make a roll if it isn't enough.
Passive is garbage, so I will make a roll.
Go for it.
Be more than garbage. It's slightly better than garbage. Not a 12, but a 13.
Okay, you know where the one that shot you is.
Okay. I think it's appropriate to ask for initiative because I'm definitely going into battle mode.
Okay, let's go. Let's roll initiative.
Ready.
I'll
I
be
should
right
have
back.
pre-rolled initiative.
I rolled 5 like a champion.
I'm back, baby.
If you
Initiative
guys
is
can
usually
hear my
something that
toddler, he is not swearing. He's saying shut, I promise.
I mean, if he was swearing, it would be better.
well, I don't think any of us can hear the toddler, but it's amusing to say that. I usually roll like crap for initiative, but holy crap, what did I get?
Oh,
Oh, come on. You're
I-
only,
I did
what,
roll like crap.
17 higher than me?
I rolled a 5. You gotta beat a 5, okay?
no,
Sorry,
no,
I-
I rolled really
Oh,
well.
my.
Oh, okay.
I
This is
I
the-
rolled a 2, so I got a 1.
What session are we in, just out of curiosity?
7.
I'm pretty sure this is the first one I've rolled with this character.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yes,
It means that your
act-
dice are improving
Oh, no, I'm using D&D Beyond's dice at the moment because mine are somewhere.
and cursed. All right,
Right.
so I've got to like state for the record that 2 of these characters in this lineup rolled over a 10.
Nice. It's like
And
double D stuff.
Gelthor, you're up first.
Uh, so I'm just taking a quick glance through my spells. There's not a whole lot of things that I can do to affect multiple people here. I just see the one dude, right?
No, you know where all the archers are, but they are not clustered together. They are on different rooftops.
All right. Are they currently moving about? Or are like, did they stop and like are planning like, okay, I'm aiming up a shot and that kind of stuff?
They are in the process of moving, but none of them are moving right this second.
All right. I'm gonna try something weird and you let me know if it's possible.
Oh,
If there's
please
anybody
do.
that look if there's anybody that looks like they're like jumping from rooftop to rooftop or whatever have you, I haven't drawn my spear out of my ring yet, but I have my shield, so I just want to whisper, at the right time. I want to whisper my incantation and bang my ring against the shield to time Toll the Dead as he's jumping.
That is really cool. So absolutely, you can do that, please.
All right. So I guess I'm holding my action for when one of them is doing this jump. So you let me know when that comes up.
Okay. Let's go ahead and resolve it now, so
Sure.
that I have it for my notes, because I will forget.
So absolutely. So that's a wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Okay, what happens? They fail.
All right. It is only 4 damage, but if that messes up their jump, they could possibly fall. That is
yeah.
entirely up to you to decide.
Ted, do you remember what the rules are for fall damage off the top of your head? Because I don't.
Yeah,
1d6
D6 for every 10 feet.
Okay.
Say Jinx. You guys said
All
that
right.
at the same time.
So that archer falls to the ground. Clearly has at least one leg broken. They are hanging on by a thread and just barely not dead. And then
I'll take that as a win.
Sanders' turn, huh?
I said I'll take that as a win.
Yeah. As Sanders' turn comes up, he's just gonna keep booking it. He is taking the dash action. Then another one of the archers is going to take aim at Raziel because he looks the most intimidating out of the 5 of you, and whiffs completely with a natural 1. And then Raziel is up.
So he took a shot at me. And seeing this arrow fly by, I'm just going to look up and go, well, there I go flying off the handle again. And I go into a rage. And I'm going to pull a javelin and take aim at the gentleman who just tried to shoot me. Awesome. I'm using a point of
This
inspiration.
is happening in the street, like in the middle of the street?
In an alley.
Yeah, it's not the
Okay.
smartest thing we've done.
Oh, that's not even.
Wow.
Like you
So I
are not
imagine it's
clearly
Raziel.
visible unless the guards are from above. I'm sorry, Raziel.
That's a 15.
So I imagine Raziel, as he goes into his rage, he just begins stalking forward, like, boys, you made some poor choices today, and just launches the javelin.
Exactly what I was picturing too.
Raziel, I mean, it's already been established that he walks with a cane from his bad leg, but when he goes into a rage, it's like that bad leg just goes away, or isn't as prominent. And javelin, that's a 15 to hit.
That is more than what you needed. How much damage do you do?
That's 1d6 plus 3 plus 2 for raging, 7 piercing.
All right.
Oh, I get 2 attacks. That's right.
Please
Let's
do go on.
let's throw another javelin at him. Hey, I know how to play D&D. God bless America. That's a 9.
9 is not quite enough.
I'm gonna I know it's not my turn, but I'm just gonna snicker at the person that's injured that broke their leg. One alive.
Actually, if Raziel is done, it is.
Oh no, shit.
Raziel, is your turn over? Do you have
Yes.
anything else you need to do?
Nope. That was action or attack bonus action. I'm done.
Sweet, Klaus, you're up.
Is there anyone alive that I see in my view?
So there's the broken-legged archer. There, because you can see them now, and then the one that shot at Raziel was the one that you noticed, and Isander is like halfway down this tunnel, and you can see his back.
I disregard Xander because I feel like in my state he might get out of my view. I go to the one with the broken leg. And I put my knee on his broken leg, almost crouching down for a moment, and cast
And
Zone of
screams.
fucking better, and cast Zone of Truth on him. It just an action, thank God. Lasts for 10 minutes.
All right, yeah, it's an area of effect if I'm not mistaken, so you'll be in it too, but I don't think that it affects you because you're the one that's casting it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ted. You know this better than I do.
Yeah, anyone other than me that's in the area that's
okay.
The sphere is 15 feet, so it's pretty close. They have to be like, you know, in the area, almost like a paladin to being caught in with it. But it's a charisma save 16.
That's a 5 on the die, -1 is 4.
Crunch. Literally, I crunched down on his leg, not just causing pain to him. Not
yeah, there is a
looking to
high keening scream.
Not looking to put him out or kill him. I cause her to groom. This was mine. What is it you want from us? As I lift them up a bit.
You're the investigator that's been on Red Lucas's tail. We just want you to leave us alone, man.
I'm gonna. I know this is more than an action, but I'm gonna crunch down one more to end my turn.
No, I'll allow it and go ahead and roll a d4 for damage for that last one because you are at that point. I'm going to, like, as a DM, judge that you're just a little bit beyond control.
I'm a bit pissy, but that's a 2.
Okay, that's exactly what you needed to kill this man.
That is not lethal damage.
Okay, if you want to do it non-lethally, then you can just knock him out.
Not lethal. I want this motherfucker alive.
You've got this alive. I'm not gonna say that in front of my son. But yes,
I'm very sorry. Like,
oh no, it's okay. I've got headphones on. He can't hear you.
I'm very red. Like, god damn it. Like, I am living Klaus's life right now. Like,
Hey, your
Yeah.
son's already over there swearing. I don't know why you're holding back
He's
for it.
saying, "Shut, I promise."
Seems like Klaus has a leg up on this guy.
Oh my god, alright. Is that your turn, Klaus? You said it was.
indeed,
Alright.
indeed.
Alright, so Archer 2 is going to be aiming at you, and he also nat ones. What are the odds that I would roll 2 nat ones in the same combat?
Give me my
Frags, you're
dice
up.
back.
I know, right?
Who'd you say's up?
Frags.
Oh, that's me.
Hasid.
How, how armored do these archers look? Like
Ooh,
just visually, like can I get
Leather.
any clues?
Come.
Leather?
leather.
Does a 12 hit?
In fact, that is exactly what you needed.
I'm glad I didn't use my inspiration. Rolled a 4 and still hit. All right, so damage on that is. I'm assuming I don't have advantage, so I wouldn't have sneak attack, correct?
No, you don't have advantage. They have the high ground.
Okay, so 12 damage.
Oh. Alright. You have also knocked this archer off the roof they were perched on. They proceed to fall to the ground, and I don't know why I rolled, because they only have 15 hit points. It definitely would have killed him no matter what. That one is dead.
Can't take a hit, you'll fall for anything. All right, and that's the only one we can see?
So there's the KO'd one, and then there's
Right.
the one that was shooting at Raziel that took 7 damage from Raziel.
Okay, is he within
And a
100
broken
feet?
leg.
Yes.
I will action surge and shoot again.
Go for it.
Oh, it's a 7. I thought it was a 1. Okay, so 15 to hit.
That hits.
4. And that one's a 1. 4 damage.
Okay.
And then if it's still alive, I'm going to use my bonus action to
Okay.
dash as close as I can.
All right. You get right up to the bottom of the wall.
And in case, since this is the first time I've actually used everything in a combat, anyone that doesn't know I'm what I am can pretty much figure it out.
A ranger.
Yes, exactly.
Gelthor.
This dude up on the wall, he's injured, correct?
Oh yeah.
That we got just the one guy.
Yeah, he looks like
um,
he's about to cut and run.
So I will look at him. I will say one word, and if he doesn't drop his weapon, I'm going to, hit my ring on my shield and give him a toll. Surrender.
He starts to run.
All right, wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC again?
I think 14.
Missed it by 1.
All right. Well, he is injured, so that ups the damage die. So that is 12 damage.
Oh my god. All right. No, he drops. He drops like a fly.
My headcanon is that you're told the dead. Sounds like the Taco Bell gong.
Well, it can work in your head canon, but I serve the mistress of, among other things, lightning. So it comes out as thunder.
So he's
And you
thunderstruck.
guys hear that rumble just sort of echo through the streets briefly. You know that the tiefling guards will not be long in following. You might want to make yourselves scarce unless you want to give a report. But whatever the case, Isander is long gone.
I dragged this piece of filth that I have underneath my boot with me to our location, wherever
Before
the
we
hell
leave.
it is we're going.
I'm just going to recover my 2 bolts because, as we established, I have very recognizable bolts with the fletchings and stuff. I don't think it's fletching on a bolt, but whatever.
It can be here if you want it to be.
'Kay.
So you're retrieving your ammunition is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm not leaving any evidence that it was us.
Yeah, that's a good plan. So you
Because-
take your bolts and go.
The great part about cantrips, I don't leave any evidence behind.
As
What?
you guys
Just bodies.
As you guys are
Alright.
almost on your way out, you see the two tieflings, Blessing and Bright, the guards that you dealt with before, but outside the alley next to Treston's house, land and start to investigate the scene, but they have not seen you.
God bless.
Right.
Whew. I
Well,
I
that
mean-
was exciting. You guys did quite a bit of murdering.
I'm gonna go to work.
We better go find Sander because pretty sure he saw what you guys did, and that gets back to Red Lucas. You're going to be in a lot of trouble.
I'm pretty sure he's already worried about what Hasid did.
And he doesn't exist.
So
Yeah, that's true.
Zone of Truth lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Or
but I'm pretty sure you left the zone in the alley.
The zone, yeah, you're right.
Isn't it a
Yeah.
cone from you?
Yeah, but you can
Yeah.
cast it again.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna do so. But before I do so, I'm gonna do
You can't
healing.
handle the truth.
I'm gonna do healing word on my captive person. And he gains a total of 9 hit points back.
Heal
Look,
him
do
so
we
we can
want-
kill him again.
Do we want to take this fella somewhere where we can do a proper interrogation?
Yeah,
Like a workshop?
yeah, that's what I'm going. That's what I'm gonna go for. I'm about to rapier him literally the entire time if he can't give me the answers I want.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
glad
I'm
you
gonna stop
enunciated
us.
that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I am
stop you
too.
guys all like dead in the tracks, and I'm gonna look at Klaus and say, "Actually, it's probably better if we'd cut the dead weight. There are 2 people outside the lighthouse now, keeping an eye on your doctor. But the fact that they're noticeable means they're probably up to something no good." Simon's keeping an eye on Iridia, just kind of letting you all know. So occasionally I'll be keeping you informed of what's going on there.
Literally calls me. He has the biggest mind grade he has like ever. Like, I need answers, and that piece of filth can give me something, anything.
Maybe, but there are other people we can fuck with. This one's just dead weight.
30 minutes. 30 minutes with him.
Klaus, they're outside the lighthouse now. You want to risk what 30 minutes could you want to risk 30 minutes and see what they could do to Iridia to get back at you for this?
Give me a persuasion check.
What?
Oh, I think I'm going to go ahead and use one of my inspiration because I rolled very, very poorly, and I need Klaus to.
Wow. So not only are we having a player asking for a persuasion check, but we're using inspiration on it.
And you know what? It was pointless. The dice gods decided this was going to be a 3, no matter what I rolled, because
Oh,
I rolled a 2.
I hate that.
and I
You
only have
are
a plus
all
1.
incredibly witty anyway. I give you guys inspiration like pretty frequently. I'm not worried.
I'm not worried about it either. I'm just worried that Klaus is going to be dumb.
I mean, it would be wrong to not play my character, and I know
Oh,
that's a
true.
garbage excuse to do shitty things. But if it leaves my own character up hanging to dry, it's fine and dandy. So literally, I'm like rang up this guy by his collar and shit, kind of like, this man can tell me, and I'm known to keep my low voice down, known to not to be spotted. Like, this man can tell me what is going on, what
All right.
they know.
I pull my gun out, stick it to his head, pull the trigger.
Oh shit!
Now what's he going to tell you? Let's go. And
Okay, so you now have a very dead archer lying in the alley.
Is his jaw still intact? Because
Wow.
I mean, Gilthor.
I I mean, yeah, you could cast Speak with Dead. His jaw is still intact. Even if
I-
it were not, I
And
would still
Gelthor
allow
did
I-
not
it.
kill him.
I have speak
Oh,
with that. I
oh.
have
Like you
Oh
can
my
you
God.
can talk
Oh,
to a
you do too?
skeleton if you want to.
I have speak with dead, but
I'm already like full on. Well, I would have suited up before because I need to be able to move as fast as everybody else. I'm already on my way to the lighthouse.
You mean there's not rockets on
Tristan,
your...
I grabbed the body with me. Okay.
So you're like dragging this corpse along as you go, and it's making you like 5 feet slower than everybody else.
I
but
never
And
said
now we
this
have a
was
blood
optimal.
trail, jackass.
No blood trail. I mean,
This
it's an
ja-
antemortem
from a
wound.
bullet?
Listen,
A
if you
postmortem.
want to know who's the jackass, tell the jackass I shot him. It wasn't me.
The point is, he ain't bleeding anymore. He's dead.
Ah,
At least just take the head. We don't need all that dead weight.
You don't. You could
Oh
just
my
talk to the
God.
head. I would let you talk to a skeleton, and they don't have vocal cords either.
Because magic.
Corpse but still have a mouth that can't be undead. Yeah, that works. If you allow, I'm just reading my spell.
Oh my
It
God.
says yippee yapping the head and yondering over if you allow it real quick, DM.
I'm sorry. What are you rolling?
I'm yipping off the head
Oh,
because
I'm not gonna make you roll for that. He's dead. You can cut the head off a corpse, no problem.
With
Yeah.
your rapier, we're going to be here all day.
So I have a dagger too.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
literally, you're saying like, "Look, I need to speak to this motherfucker." So I'm saying, okay. That's what's evidently happening this game. I'm very happy with that audience. Oh yeah.
So- Gelthor is certainly bothered by the pistol blast and the decapitating the corpse. This is a little bit more brutal than what he was expecting was to happen here, but he doesn't say anything.
Can I insight Golthor? Or can I just instantly tell he's pissed off?
He's just disappointed.
there's-
He's multi-classing barbarian.
Yeah. I imagine, it's not like I'm not hiding my feelings. It's like, all right, this is
Yeah.
this is drastic actions that didn't need to be done here.
I mean, I
Yeah,
wrote
we could have
11
easily
too.
just tied this guy up and gone to the lighthouse, and then come back here and ask all the questions you want.
So
With
literally,
the shot to the head and the decapitation, Hesea just has a smirk.
I bet Asayed is very happy.
Not
Are
happy.
you
just
saying
be
his name properly?
disappointed to angry as whatever I am to happy.
So I would say amused to happy, but
Okay, there we go.
you guys get to the lighthouse fairly quickly because one of the things that happened on Klaus's date was they climbed a tower and he got to see the whole city from like way up top. So now he knows how to get everywhere really fast.
So she showed you the world?
Yes. So you guys get to the lighthouse and those two men are nowhere to be seen. It's just sort of quiet on the inside.
I think I wanted this Gelthor.
I didn't choose it.
Nor did I. And then look over to Tristan.
Right. Well, look. They're not here. They might be inside. And I'm completely ignoring the fact that, like, oh, yep. And then I stop for a second. Yes, they went inside, haven't come out. It's been a while.
I put my hand on Tristan's shoulder. Look, I know I'm acting rash way more than I normally have ever been. I mean, I don't know, my heart's going faster more and more and more and more. As much adrenaline gets pumped into this tiny little drum. But look, I I understand. It's not anything personal. I get it. But I need answers
No.
one way or another.
I shot this man in the head so that you'd stop worrying about him, and we could go and save this person that you seem to be enamored with. This is completely personal for me. I'm doing this all to help you. So,
I get
perhaps there are
need
some little assholes in
information.
this tower that you can get information from. Either way, let's just hope that this good doctor isn't actually hurt.
Yes. I just need answers one way or another.
Like I said, there are men here who might be able to give them to you. Let's go find them.
Literally, if you allow it, I'm going to give you a quick hug.
While they're doing this,
Yeah,
is
like
this-
begrudgingly, I'll kind of like awkwardly tap you on the shoulder, be like, not the time.
Real fast, like tap, 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 tap. I'm a bard, sorry, but
Does this tower have a window, and does it look possible to climb up to it? To peek inside?
This is not a tower, it is a lighthouse. You can climb up the outside. It will take you a couple of rounds to do so.
Okay, well, while they're doing their talking, I get bored and start climbing.
Okay, well, since you were doing it while they were climbing, I will go ahead and let you reach the top while they're getting to the door.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go through the door.
All right. So as you guys draw closer to the door, and Hasaid, as you get closer to the top, you can hear the sounds of a struggle inside. And growling. Inhuman growling.
And
Oh.
I just like snap at them to get their attention and like go now, whatever signal we have for it.
All right,
And
kicking out
I
the door.
jump in the window.
I'm dicking it.
Oh.
Full speed ahead. I don't care what's
Yeah, move
happening.
in.
I could be the first one to if there's a trap, I will blunder into it full heartedly. Damn it, Robin!
I'm gonna
you know
kick that
you,
door
you
open
know
so
how
you
to
can
fuck
rush
my
in.
character. You know how to fuck my characters, Robin. God damn it!
Before we started streaming, what was it that I said? Do you don't hate me? This.
But I give you a big heart always, and I love your choker.
So all right, like, the door isn't locked. They didn't lock it behind them. But as you get in, you notice these two thugs in combat with what appears to be a wolf with briars sticking out of its fur.
Okay. Well, I'm going into. I would like to re-roll initiative.
Yeah, I think it's initiative time. Because
Like, that's just me.
my headcanon is after Hasid gave us the sign, I just went boom, kicked the door open to kind of give Klaus that entrance. Doctor's gonna hate me for causing property damage.
I'm very happy to roll a 19 on this initiative check if there's one happening.
Oh no, there is definitely one happening.
Is it possible to
I
get?
didn't know this combat was going to happen. So.
I didn't know this combat was going to happen.
Is it possible
My
to get a
dice-
0?
Yes, it is.
Because I just did.
My dice remembered what they're supposed to do for initiative, so I'm at a 5.
Oh, I barely beat you.
Uh,
Wait, did someone get a 0?
yeah. I literally rolled a 1 with a -1.
Initiative is not our strong
I'm
suit
gonna-
tonight.
I'm going to house rule that you cannot roll under a 1 for your initiative.
You're no fun.
I just don't get to go.
Yeah, you're surprised for round 1.
You don't get a turn.
I kicked open the door, saw the wolf thing, and is like, nope.
Man, Tristan is like really good for out of combat.
That's
the
true.
wolf creature's not wearing a school uniform, is it?
Nope.
There it is. That's what I was
think
looking
it's
for.
a reference or something?
Took me half a second,
No.
Ted.
In Jake's Thursday night game, I am Billy the teenage werewolf.
Oh, that's great. I actually have that pulled up to start watching after we finish the session because you reminded us at the beginning of the session and I really want to watch it. But all right,
it's
so Klaus, you're
a
up first.
really great game.
How many assailants are in this building?
So there's 2 thugs and then there's the Briar Wolf. Go ahead and give me insight with advantage.
Alright. Yeah, I see which one's was. Gosh. 21.
So Iridia was telling you about this wolf on your date. That was one of the things that she was like hyperactively like fixated on and enthusing to you about. This is one of her creations. It is definitely on her side. And there's no blood anywhere, so maybe she's not hurt.
Don't hit the wolf, y'all. And I'm gonna cast Bane on the other assailants. It is a charisma saving throw, DC 16.
Fail. Fail.
All right. Well, they have the pleasure of making a D4 roll subtraction for every attack they make and their saving throws.
All right.
That's going to be my action. And between these gentle folk, if you will, which one looks the toughest? I'm like, man.
Well, there is one that looks a little bit faster than the other, and he's on the left.
Okay. Faster looking folk dude over on the left. I'm going to cast. I'm going to use my bardic inspiration for unsettling words. And I get to roll a d8. Tossing that out there to my compatriots. That he's going to take a -7 plus a -d4 on the next save he needs to make. Tossing that out there to the universe, to whoever the fuck wants to hear it. Letting my party know, hey, Mr. Flash needs to make a -d4 plus -7. End turn.
Which turns
Minimum
it over
of
to
-8 to the next save. Dear Lord.
which turns it over to his turn, and he is like he's noticed you, but also, oh my god, there's a wolf with thorns right in front of him, and he's a little more concerned with that right now because you guys haven't done anything impressive yet. So he
My
attacks
bad?
the wolf. No,
My
I mean,
bad?
like, okay, I'm sorry. It was impressive. It just wasn't to him because he doesn't realize that you did it.
That's fine. He can take a -d4 with his unimpressive-ness.
No, I mean, he will. He is absolutely going to. Like, this guy is pretty screwed. But he did also just hit that wolf for 5 damage. So,
He's screwed. He just doesn't realize it yet.
Raziel.
How close together are these guys?
Oh, they are shoulder to shoulder.
I would like to use both of my actions, if you'll allow this, to, first of all, there I go flying off the handle again, go into a rage.
By all means.
Then I want to use both of my actions to basically grab them and slam their heads together, like one attack on each person, kind of thing.
I love that. Please roll your attacks.
Now let's hope that it actually works. I am a brawler, so that helps. No. Well, that's not going to work. The first one was an 8. Second one was a 10. Oh my gosh. I was well intentioned.
All right, you come up and you like grab for them, and they both see you out of their periffs and like duck before you can get them by the hair. And then they separate by 5 feet.
Well, that just makes me more upset. That's my turn.
Hasid.
That would have been awesome if it worked.
So, is there anyone up here, or is everything going on down there?
Okay, so Iridia is up here. As a matter of fact, she is leaning on the railing and watching this like it's the best boxing match she's ever seen in her life, and she's even like doing little punches along with watching what's going on.
All right. And will I be able to get to where I can see the combatants within 30 feet?
Yeah, absolutely. Like standing
Okay.
next to her, you have a clear shot.
I will pass by her and
Mm.
kind of tip my hat, ma'am. And
she nods
then
back.
cunning action, hide. Oh, wait, no. Somebody's in melee with them, so I can just get sneak attack if I hit. Never mind. I know how this game works. Trust me.
That's what all of us are saying.
Hey, there's my natural one. Oh, I have inspiration. I think it's my last one.
I'm happy to have you back, Frank.
Well, it's a 3,
Yeah, I
so
thought-
11.
I thought I was taking your rolls for the night.
I don't think an
Actually,
11
that's enough to
hits.
hit.
It is?
Barely.
Cool.
Meets beats.
Damn.
Nice. All right. So that is 7 piercing and max 12 sneak attack.
So 19 total.
Yes.
Cool. Iridia says, leave one of them alive. I need a test subject. And then it's Thug One's turn, who is going to return fire at Hasaid.
Okay. Never mind. Go ahead. I didn't say it, so go ahead.
Oh no, they get like at least -8 to each attack, which is gonna drop them below 10, so I know that they don't hit you.
If they
is now-
doubled that, they would hit. Barely.
It is now Gelthor's turn.
So which of the two is the most injured?
Thug 2.
All
On
right,
the
so
left.
I will look to Thug 2 and offer up another prayer to Nareen as I will strike my shield, wisdom saving throw with that negative D4. And if this is the one that, had the unsettling words, add another 8 to it. Or subtract another 8 to it.
Woof, how much
So, yeah,
damage do
7.
you do?
Well, they're injured. So, 19.
Mm.
12 and a 7.
How
Sorry,
do you
lady. It
wanna
looks
do
like it's not
this?
this one.
Like, you described this fatality to me.
So usually it's just a little bit of clapping thunder, but this time there's a little bit of laughter that is heard within the sounds, and the wounds that just kind of like usually appear, this time it just kind of like just snuffs, and he drops like a sack. Like his
Alright.
life has been snuffed out.
Is that turn for you? Or do you have anything else?
That's it. I don't have a bonus action I need to use.
So the wolf goes after you and takes a big chunk out of Thug One's arm, and then Treston is up.
Okay. Does Thug 1 have a big negative to his saving throws as well, or is it just Thug 2?
Just a
I'm pretty
minus
sure
D4.
it's just the 1d4.
At least
Okay.
a D4.
I'll take it. Treston standing at the door is gonna kind of look down and bend over and pick up a little pebble and kind of go, this will do. And then I'm gonna flick it at him. And as I do, I'm gonna cast Catapult, and he's got to make a Dexterity 14 saving throw to avoid being hit by this stone.
I want you to know that it is the -d4 that caused him to not make that save.
Hell yeah. That
Well
is
played, both of you.
Klaus tips his cat too.
All right.
What's gonna work? Teamwork.
Well,
I'm
unfortunately,
sorry,
I
my
didn't
brain
roll
is
well.
rotting.
No,
I
I'm
have
rolling
a
terribly
zero.
all around. That's 8 damage on 3d8, which is pretty pathetic.
Cool. He is now bloodied. And Klaus is up again.
You think are these combatants still up?
Just one.
Just the guy I flipped a stone at.
I'm gonna vicious mockery him. I'm gonna try to insult him to death, and because this is concentration, he still takes the minus D4.
If it is clever enough, I will just give you a crit.
Ah, goddamn! I didn't even think about this.
Wow, she wants him alive.
Klaus wants him alive too.
You're not worth the earth you stand on, you cretin. That's the best I got.
What's your DC?
DC is 16.
Yeah, he does not make that DC. Nowhere close. How much damage do you do?
2d4, which is 5.
You rolled better on 2d4 than I rolled on 3d8.
Raziel.
Well, wait a minute.
Okay. I'm
He
sorry.
he
I
has
forgot
the
bonus actions.
no. I'm not gonna do any more bonus actions, or should I?
He has disadvantage on his attack rolls, though, I believe.
You
Yeah.
may.
He has disadvantage, a minus D4, And fucking for flavor's sake, I will indeed do another. I'm gonna do another unsettling words to this dickhead. He may also take a minus D6 to his next. So he's gonna take a minus D6 plus a minus D4 to his next save, and he rolls with disadvantage with a minus D4. He's pretty much handicapped at this point. Like, get down, man.
Okay. In that case, Raziel.
I'm still annoyed that I missed bashing their heads together, so I'm just going to try to punch them in the face. It's kind of my bread and butter. That's a 16. And
Oh, you hit.
And if
You
he's
hit easily.
And if he's still up, the second hit is for 22.
Yeah, no, he's down. He's out. And from up on her little perch, Iridia is just like clapping for you guys. Like, did you set this up on purpose? And like coming down to collect the corpses.
Did you keep the other guy alive, or did you kill him with that punch?
Oh, I always forget that you can specify non-lethal. I
will let you if you want.
Yeah, I'm imagining this is a because she said she wanted to keep one alive, so yeah, that last punch would have been sort of the clunk on the noggin to send him into dream world.
So she checks their pulses and she's like, okay, well, this one's definitely dead, but I can still use the raw materials if you guys are okay with me keeping him. Thank you. That's really sweet of you that you came to help me. These aren't guards, are they?
No, not at all.
Are there any clues on their bodies as to? I mean, obviously we know who they work for, but
I don't know how I feel about experimenting on somebody who's not a guard.
These were thugs coming after you. I think you're all right to experiment with them.
Okay, so we're friends and you're not going to tell on me.
No.
What's to tell?
Okay, I won't tell on you either. Thank you.
I don't think Klaus would like it if we did.
No. These fellas here are sworn to secrecy.
I swear. Damn it.
She both hands pets this wolf on the head, and you notice that there are no thorns on the head, just the body and the limbs. And she says, Friar, I want you to go with him and make sure that he doesn't get hurt after he leaves this place, because clearly he has got some stuff going on. And then she kisses the wolf on the forehead, and then she walks over and kisses Klaus on the forehead. Can I get one of you to take one of these bodies down there for me? I can get one of them, but I'm not strong enough to carry both at once.
Yep. I'm to go grab the dead one and just whoop.
Wouldn't it be more prudent to have the wolf stay with you?
Oh,
we
I'm
have
okay.
each other.
Yeah, and I have a wall full of vials of acid and more than just this one.
I tossed the decapitated head to Tristan, like, hey buddy, I guess.
That one too, alright.
I mean, it's about a pound's worth.
Gelthor,
oh, go ahead.
I think Iridia has proven that she's got this pretty well in hand.
Yeah, the guards must in here at least once a year, and they don't come out again.
We kind of raise an eyebrow at that.
So, literally, I'm gonna ask Iridia, are you okay? Has anyone been following you? Is your safety is an issue? What's going on?
I'm fine. I just thought that this was the yearly raid.
Literally, Klaus chuckles hard as how yearly raid.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of petered off a little bit since the tieflings stopped being in charge, but when they were, there would be a guard in here at least once a year trying to take my research, and I wasn't really fine with that. So, actually, let me prepare you guys before you come downstairs with me. It's a bit of a mess down there, and there are definitely more than one corpse.
Oh God, you guys don't come down here. It's awful.
There's
Don't smell too great either.
$20. There's a leash down there.
She told me to bring a body downstairs. I grabbed it and went without.
Yeah, you did.
without the
And what you find down there are actually the bodies are in tubes. You don't smell anything but like formaldehyde.
That was just me.
Sorry for over worrying, but one of Relucus's men threatened your particular safety, and I didn't know what else to do with the storm.
But this was for you, right? Like they are after you.
I'm very sorry.
No.
Take
the wolf. I'm worried about you. I'll be fine. People have been after my head for years, centuries even.
Klaus, shut up and take the wolf. Every ranger needs a companion.
Dear, look, yeah, I will definitely take any sort of aid you can give, but any aid I can give to you, I will lay down my sword for you, my life, damn it. As much
that
as
won't be
less
necessary.
is with it.
And she's just beaming at you. Like, that's the sweetest thing she's ever heard. And, like, this is not as big a deal as it actually is. Like, you have the feeling that she is very calibrated incorrectly for the sort of situation. This just feels run-of-the-mill to her, even though it was, like, probably a 10 for most people.
So does it seem...
we know... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, does it seem like this is a totally natural reaction for Klaus, or is he, like, magically influenced by this woman?
Yeah, you guys know with 100% accuracy, Cloud is a bard, and he has a pretty high save to his bullshit. So...
Oh, I forgot you're a bard. You sleep with everything.
No, I'm an old head bard. I'm a respectable bard.
So how about this? How many times in the past, have you fallen in love and proclaimed this to us?
Oh shit, maybe 4 times tops.
I was gonna say roll 46. No.
I wasn't joking when I said remember the last time. I mean, I was teasing, but it happens every once in a while.
Yeah.
About every decade or so.
In my man's old age, this is probably the last time he's gonna profess his love and shit like that.
So obviously, like, she's proclaimed, like, all right, I want to protect Klaus, but I mean, we see that Klaus is like head over heels, over the moon about this woman. Like, if I had to garner, like, is she on the same level? Is she less than him, or is it like, whatever? This is just a fling here.
So it's impossible to tell how it was before this moment, but he just brought her corpses instead of flowers. She's over the moon.
Okay.
Like, the news here is that your girlfriend is kind of a sociopath.
Keep in mind, I just unraveled a decapitated head from my person. Like, here you go. Throw this in the back as well.
Yeah, no, that not only didn't bother her, it impressed her a little bit. Like, you are into a mad scientist right now. That is what is going on.
Everyone needs that goth chick, yes.
Look, we don't know how far into our investigations we're gonna go here, but if this is a thing, we can get ourselves on a, I don't know, a bag of holding, or what is that? We saw one of those, foldable hole things before. We could get one of those. We could bring you all kinds of stuff eventually.
I have a bag that can fit more than it looks like it should, but I don't have one of the folding holes that you were talking about. Here, let me get it. You can come with me if you want to, just mind the dead. And she heads into the closet you saw her hiding in the first time you were in her lighthouse, and she, like, goes down into the basement from a back door in there, and you guys are free to follow if you want to.
Literally,
I'll follow.
Klaus goes and like, okay, right next to her and shit like that.
I can't imagine it's going to smell any worse than, you know, the sailing vessels that I was on for years.
Alchemistry. It smells like
Yeah.
alchemistry. Like there's embalming fluid down here. There's like magical stuff, and they're like in tubes for the most part, lined up along the wall. Just a dozen dead guards. One of like the oldest of which had to have come from at least 500 years ago. Like they're some of them are completely like flesh stripped from bone, and then the most recent one seems like maybe 20 years. Like it clearly hasn't happened in a while, but she's sort of calibrated wrong for how much time has passed because elf, right?
Sure.
Fair enough.
Is there any religious iconography here?
No. As a matter of fact, from what you've heard from her and what she said to you, you kind of get an atheistic vibe off of her. The gods are the least of her concern.
Sure.
So she heads to the back, and then she comes back with like this sort of folded over bag, and she's like, there are a couple of things in here already, but you guys are free to use it, and whatever's in there, I don't even remember. It's probably an acid flask or two. I don't really use those all that much, but they're pretty potent because I made them myself.
So I take the bag, turn over to you, Gelthor. There are a number of things in these items here that she has made herself. Here's the bag you are looking for. Please turn around and walk away.
It's her bag and it's from her. I assume you would be the one to carry it. I mean, I'll carry it if you like, but
I take possession of it for a second. Thank you, my dear. I turn
Yeah,
away.
we're friends. You don't have to worry about them. They said we were friends. And you can tell that she means this 100%.
I mean, if you want to give an insight roll, Gethor, I mean, feel free to.
There's nothing alive in these bags now, are there?
No. I
Well,
mean,
that's good.
if there were, they wouldn't be alive after they went in.
It's true. I don't stay alive for long.
So I don't know if Gulthor speaks Pig Latin. Amsgray.
yeah,
As he
yeah.
hands you sent back.
You had your date. You had your chance to make a move. You didn't make it. You know,
I
why are you
we
rushing
did.
us out now?
I made
fine.
it.
It's
made it.
fine. Like, they can be down here if they want to. We're friends.
5 minutes.
Oh, here, come back up with me.
Oh shit! All right, deuces, y'all. Crosses out for the rest of the session. Deuces. Deuces.
Rest of the session is like 30 minutes. You said 5.
Which
I'm
means that
usually
you
gonna
guys
get-
now have room to explore this room and search it if you want to.
By all fucking means, like, I'm just gonna
Acid.
chill here. I'm just gonna chill here right now. Good. I'm just.
So,
I'm just gonna pocket
Gelthor's
random crap.
Not gonna
So,
take anything, but he'll look around and like see what kind of stuff is here, and like I'm not really proficient in Arcana, so I don't really know anything. But if there's anything that might be, you already said there's no religion, but if there's anything that might stand out as far as historical stuff, like that would draw him in.
Well, it wouldn't exactly call it historical, but on the back wall there is a piece of butcher paper with a schematic for a pair of wings that she plans to graft onto herself. And it's got those iridescent feathers like the elemental birds that you guys had to fight had, and pretty much you can tell straight off that what she is trying to do is make wings that everyone can just have.
Oh, cool.
I'll be back.
Is she here as she fled?
Oh no, she's gone back up with Klaus. She's not here anymore.
Okay.
that schematic would draw my attention.
All right. Well, it has your attention, and actually, give me a medicine check, and as you're rolling that Hasaid, give me a check. Perception or
investigation, nature,
whichever you want.
All right.
And if you want to make a nature check, I might be able to tell you more about those wings and her plans.
Holy.
What'd
All right.
you get?
I just want to say, on D&D Beyond's dice, 20s exist.
Okay, well then you have to continue using D&D Beyond to roll your rolls for you because your actual dice are terrible.
Right. Wow. Okay. So a 24 for nature and a 28 for perception.
Okay.
Damn.
So you managed to get like some silvered powder and a couple of explosives that you're pretty sure she won't miss because she doesn't seem like that kind of mad scientist. Um and Tristan, as you're looking at this butcher paper full of these schematics, you can tell that this is a fully fledged biomancer. Like, she would definitely know how to grow limbs and graft them onto someone. Like, she's good. She's really good. And she's been practicing this for centuries.
Hmm. And that's what these wings are, is a variation of that?
Yes.
Interesting. Because I think Treston was working on something similar that was like completely mechanical wings that would. Is there any part of the design that I could like enhance in any way? Anything that looks like she's been struggling with? Any notes around it?
Absolutely. Yeah, you've been working at the same things, and mechanically, like as far as the actual shapes and stuff are concerned and the aerodynamics of it, you know more about this than she does. What she knows is how to meld flesh and put it back onto a body after it's finished. So if you want to, you can make some notes and really help her with this.
I feel like there's very clearly, like looking through these notes, this would cause a lot of pain and damage to somebody. I'm thinking with the way that she like
Oh,
she thinks.
entirely. Like
Yeah.
she's missing a whole lot, but like having sustained the damage that you have and having done the alterations to your own body that you have, you know exactly where the nerves are and exactly how to fix this.
All right, I'm gonna be like kind of sitting in the corner mumbling to myself, grabbing some paper, drawing my own schematics, kind of layering them with what she's got going on there, and uh yeah, you guys have lost me.
All right. So while Hasid is rifling through stuff and Tristan is enhancing her magical formulas, she talked about upstairs that oh, there's guards that come here all the time. So he's looking for the cast off pile to see like if there's anything that tieflings have left behind that not necessarily would be of value, but might be of like family origin or more what's the word I'm looking for? Like more lineage stuff. I know there's a word there, but my brain is just not getting there.
So you know from digging through this pile that all of them were commoners, and it is very much just one pile, and it's been forming for at least 100 years and probably longer than that because there's at least 6 badges in this pile, and some of them are very tarnished.
All right, but so all right, so nothing of of note. Um, I will pocket a badge then, a more recent one.
Okay.
I think if the time comes and I need to fake something, I've got it.
That's smart. Yeah, take a point of inspiration along with that badge because I wouldn't have thought to do that.
Inventory, other possessions. All right. So I'm not really seeing anything else here that draws his attention. I guess he would probably head upstairs and wait for everybody else. And
Oh, you guys gotta pull me away from my schematics if you want me to do anything.
I'll give you your time. Let's see, did you find everything you're looking for?
I will take that as a yes.
Sorry for the reason I couldn't talk.
It happens.
It's like an air bubble or something trapped in my throat, and I went to go say, "Yeah, I'm good," and it like just could not speak.
Well, please don't die on stream. That would be really sad.
We get a lot of hits that way.
Just gonna say
Yeah.
there
Think
might be
about
some
the-
benefits.
Think of the ratings, my guy.
Yeah, but it's pretty traumatic.
I never said I was
I
gonna be
can't-
happy.
I care more about frag than ratings.
You're no
Sorry.
fun.
Oh, I know.
Same.
I mean, I feel like you're making a very clear mistake.
All right, well then you can go on, roll for mischief and die over there. All right.
Oh, I need
Alright.
Frag to die over there.
Okay,
That's what I'm
no one
saying.
is dying.
Not what-
So you guys, you get your look around. Raziel, is there anything that you're looking for while you're in here, or
Honestly, I'm just keeping an eye on the others, making sure they don't get into too much trouble. There's nothing I'm specifically looking for.
okay? So pretty much that's about it. Like you find out that this person that Klaus is seeing is definitely more than a little bit unhinged. But she's probably gonna be okay here, even if Red Lucas decides to mess with her. You find some things, you find some information, and unless there's anything else that you would like to do, you were able to get out pretty smoothly. That said, one of those men is still alive and you can interrogate him if you want.
Well, that's all a Klaus thing.
I'm hearing you all loud and clear, but Kalos is probably indisposed at this moment in time. Just saying. Just throwing that out there in the ether.
Well, when I finally come to, I'll kind of like meet up with everybody except Klaus and be like, "Oh, so been 5 minutes then. Still no Klaus?"
Really expect him to appear so quickly?
To be honest, I expected him about 3 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you made the joke.
Well, I mean, sometimes you got to give the setup. So,
Right. This
well,
this doctor, she's pretty crazy. I think I like her.
it is she'll be an interesting ally to say the least. Not sure
I
she's
agree.
gonna help with our mission in the short term, but who knows?
That'll definitely be interesting. Look, I think I'm gonna go home, make sure that Simon's okay and none of this has followed me. Unless we have reason not to.
So I think Gelthor will like take a moment, and I'm gonna assume, with the way she is, she probably has, parchment, quill, and ink kind of all over the place so that she can make notes wherever she is. Does that seem like the kind of person?
Oh, entirely.
All right. So I'm gonna grab one of these sheets and I'm gonna quickly scrawl a note, and I will message you as to exactly what that is, because it's not something
Okay.
that's gonna resolve quickly. But I will then kind of fold it up and just leave it where I expect her to be able to see it at some point in time. And then when everybody else is ready to go, I will head out.
I'm out with them.
Believe it or not, Klaus is gonna have to head out eventually.
All right. So
Maybe
we
later than the rest, but yes, I will head out.
we have reached the end of everything I had planned, but we still have 15 minutes. So I want to see if anybody has anything that they want to do, like, for personal reasons.
Sayed will be like, I have somewhere I have to be if you guys don't mind.
Not at all. Do as you need to do.
Have a good night. And I walk off.
Where are you going, Hasaid?
Somewhere like a pawn shop or some kind of a goods dealer,
Oh, getting somebody to identify that thing you found.
maybe.
Okay, cool. I'll message you.
Perfect. And also, I want to find out what it's worth or what it would be used for the silver that's
Oh, an
powdered.
appraisal. Oh, the silver powder. Okay, well, I'm not gonna like. This one doesn't need to be a secret. That one's for werewolves.
Oh, shit. Okay. And I'm done.
So
That was quick.
I'm gonna quickly kiss Iridia's hand and say, my dear, I know you know more about sciences, more than the most of us, but amongst the magical sense, would you like to speak beyond the grave?
I can definitely do that for you if you want to talk to one of the corpses.
Oh, I was gonna show you how to do that. Ha ha ha
Oh,
ha.
oh, I'm so sorry. No, please do. Absolutely show off. You've already impressed me a whole lot tonight, but I promise you it can't get worse. Or that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I mean it. I saying it can't get better isn't any better. I'm really happy.
I just start speaking with dead at this point.
She's killing it.
And
She's like scarlet and just trying to pretend like she didn't completely botch that. But
And
that is the moment that you realize she is exactly as Twitter pated as you are.
excellent. So literally, the skull I decapitated. I'll let her get 4 questions in, but I have a singular question that I think I'm gonna save for the next session.
Okay, cool. We can like put a pin in that and open with that next time. Let me make a note.
Cool.
Make a note of what your question is so you don't forget because it'll be a month.
That is what DM notes and player notes are all about.
When we cut, you should probably ask her so she has an answer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Because I don't know about you, but I forget crap.
So this is is this is where we're ending?
Oh, I had
Not a problem.
thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
by
go
all
for it,
means, Tristan.
So, I don't know if the group has noticed, but in the last few days, sort of, Tristan is, unless it's like directly following a lead, has been spending a lot of his time in his workshop. Simon's birthday is coming up soon, and Tristan has been
Oh.
working on a present. So he returns home, goes and gives Simon a kiss, thanks him for for keeping an eye on the good doctor and kind of like, asks him
But
to
everybody
keep
was
the eye
okay?
going, but everyone's just fine. She's a bit of a loon, but she seems to know how to keep herself safe.
That is cute as shit, man. I'm just saying right there. That is
Yeah.
cute as fuck.
The
I'm gonna
two of you
go,
today are just disgusting.
I'm gonna go tinker for a bit, get my mind off of today.
All right, I'll be here. I'll make sure the dinner is ready by the time you're done.
Thank you. And
And he will lean down and kiss you on top of the head and give you a little hug.
I'll yeah.
Speaking of Twitter pated.
Tristan seems to like this is the Tristan that Simon fell in love with. Like he seems to kind of be coming out of a bit of that, a bit of what's been going on lately. Then he goes down to the workshop and sort of this quietness falls over the workshop as fires are stoked and the heat is built up and tools are cranked, and as Tristan begins to tinker with this little mechanical project, he just starts to cry. And we pan down to see that Tristan is working on about a 2-foot tall rabbit, mechanical rabbit that's got the ability to sort of like move around and help out with little things, but most importantly, every once in a while he will record something into a little gear and then put it into the rabbit, and then you'll press a button, and when he does, the rabbit will say something, a little like love note that Tristan has recorded for Simon.
I'm gonna add a little bit to that and say that the rabbit is Simon's favorite animal.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I kind of see this.
He's gonna be
as,
super
like,
happy to get it. I mean, happy.
Oh, inspiration.
This right here is the cutest Roomba I've ever seen ever. This is the
Oh, come on, you can't say that. Roombas suck.
No, Roombas are great, man. Like, I'm saying, like,
Especially when you put googly eyes on them.
It's just a
Yes.
hair's breadth away from the perfect gift.
I see what you did there.
Inspiration. Does
See what
anybody
you
else
did
have a
there?
rabbit pun?
No.
Nothing that's as bunny as
There's
those.
only so much.
I
you
mean,
can
it's
do with
funny.
rabbit.
I
mean,
mean,
at
if we
least
want to
not
cut
on
off a
foot.
foot, we can get lucky.
Oh, you're already at max though.
No, I have one more to get max again.
Okay, by all means, take it. All right.
This
That's all I
person
got.
should not receive any more inspiration. Just saying.
All right,
I
everybody.
mean, to be fair,
thanks
Baldur's
for,
Gate 3 lets you
thanks
have
for-
4. I'm just
Thanks for joining, everybody. I hope you had a grand time. We'll, stay tuned for, social media and our live chats where we talk about, when this next session is going to be. Speaking of live chats, you can always come back tomorrow night for the live chat with Dave and I and all of our typical deals. I don't know what we're talking about just yet, or maybe I do and it's a secret. You'll have to come back and find out. But as Carlos has already said, you can join myself, Carlos, and Robin on Tuesday night for season 2 of Dungeons and Delving. I think this campaign has been on hold for 2 years, so I'm super excited to get back and to finally answer what happened with the cliffhanger that I ended them all with. I'm really looking forward to it, as are the players. So until next time, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.